What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Young.
I'm Keith.
I'm Curtis.
You know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here.
Here.
CHOREO battles are back. ENHYPEN, get your engines running. Future Perfect, pass the mic versus TXT. Good boy going bad.
I feel like they'd just be like taking a dictionary and find a word, and put it with another word, conjunction, what's your function?
Not just a bunch of words and people throwing darts and with sticks.
They be getting their song names the same way Childish Gambino got his rap name. Like,
well, I mean, with ENHYPEN, their future does look pretty perfect.
They find a word and then they get
pass the mic. Pass the mic.
They get the opposite, given, taken.
They can go home, motherfucker.
Yeah, we haven't done any of these like dance practices. We've watched both of their comebacks. So this should be interesting because these literally the high boys, 4th gen. Let's jump into this, man. I know y'all don't got no dogs in this fight. Like they was blowing. Looked like they was passing something else in that room.
Same thing I'm on.
Man, I don't remember passing mic sounding like this. ENHYPEN walk like they walk together. Hey. Shit, hey.
That was clean.
When to get.
I don't even remember this shit. That was kind of crazy.
I told you, ENHYPEN, they fucking walk like they walking together and shit.
Man, y'all better bring it. TXT. Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a bad motherfucker.
We can jump in there. Pass the mic to TXT.
Let's see what y'all got.
Let's see what it's here for.
We lost the summer.
Yeah, we good. We lost the summer.
Might lose more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. TXT always look taller than the niggas. Like 4 young boys, 6 feet. They always feel taller than them. They're like 4, 6 foot. And I see him the first, he's 6'3". I know somebody's like, Who's doing the whisper? Shit. K-pop is in good hands.
Man, TXT. Let me tell y'all something, man.
Why both these songs slap a little harder than I remember them slapping when we did the reaction?
It's that spin the block.
Shit. Shit. Damn.
TXT just smoked that shit. That was crazy. However, I'm still rolling with ENHYPEN. The way they just, some of the moves that they did was super kind of, fly. I think it was for me. It looked smooth. It looked like they were really, into it and dancing and not just like I said, like kind of, all right, I got to do this, right, left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn, like, nothing like that. It was definitely very fluid and seemed like they were, like I said, were just into it and not doing like just attached, like they were out here, we about to show y'all. This is our choreography. TXT brought it though, man. TXT brought it. The intensity was there. Some of the transitions and everything, I like. They were dope, but like I said, ENHYPEN's just hit a little different for me.
I don't know how to feel, man. ENHYPEN, the synchronization, again, God's here. Like, it just feels like they were walking together, like they moving together and everything else. The TXT performance felt like it had a little bit more personality, and it felt a little bit more, felt really like a good boy going back. No pun intended.
I think that was kind of leaning into the theme of the, you know what I mean? So the choreography kind of matched it. You got like Joker moments and whatnot.
Yeah, it felt like the choreo had a little bit more attitude. Like it was more like, like we TXT who? Like,
was it easier for 5 to stand out?
That is a thing too in choreos.
I'm saying as far as personality.
Sometimes I think that's a thing. I tried. I think personality is personality. If
Absolutely.
it's 20 people and you just ooze with charisma.
If that Joker laugh was in Future Perfect, hypothetically, the same compliment I think would have been given.
Yeah. So it wasn't, it is instances like that
as
though where I think obviously if like a quartet is dancing versus 23 people dancing, I hope you feel more personality in the 4.
Yeah.
But I think that doesn't stand here. especially with the elite level of dancing, these aren't any groups I think you can like sniff your nose at when it comes to like choreo.
No,
I think
they're both, you know.
yeah, I think
top
from
of their
top
level.
to bottom, you know, however you range their dancers, they smoke shit. I don't know where I'm leaning towards. Y'all go, I'll spin the blood.
ENHYPEN is mine.
So TXT definitely killed it. They were definitely clean. I agree with the personality. They hit all their points, all their spots. No matter who was in front, they killed it. They carried it.
He said, but this is a choreo, man.
You know what I mean? Like it was clean. The sound was good. All that being said, and hyphen is my choice. Just the energy, bro. Like, and it is like it's not like any 9 times. If we put them up against 100 other people, they would have
Okay, I see
won
where you're going.
99 battles. This is the one that they would have lost. Their energy is just ridiculous. It almost comes through the screen. Every move is crisp. Every move is like hit sharp.
They in year 5, right?
In hyphen
Yeah.
groups,
They in year 5, Kurt?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Felt like they were before. You might have did some changing
It's
around.
it's more so for exposure rather than like a lack of like talent or anything like that. Like for me, just to aid that decision. It's BTS, Stray Kids, TXT.
I always tell
7.
people take BTS out your 5.
Right, because
Okay, well then 17 would still be in there, and
Okay.
then NCT probably. But then AT's been really creeping up there too. AT's. So it's hard, but none. That's no disrespect to anything with them, and I'm sure if I'm diving completely into their material, they'll climb up the
Climb
ranks
back
as
up
well,
the
but-
chart.
But they're it's like them and Treasure too are kind of like those groups
No, I
that
get
are
it.
just maybe right
Fringe
outside
groups.
my 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
my
given moment though, they're popping back in probably.
Yeah, my fault, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I
no,
just
I was
wanted
just-
to,
good. No,
to piece. I didn't know if they were in your 5 or not, so I'm sorry.
I'm not sure. Like I don't want to have a fluid 5 where I'm like swapping cats out like Stephen A's list, because it's fluid. It's fluid.
Like, Keith, that's not fair.
It's
Look,
fluid.
brother.
It's fluid.
Look, brother.
Week to week.
Look, brother.
But to be fair, they're definitely in like maybe top 7, and those last 4 spots are like fluid. And I also think it depends on the type of like how much content I can get my hands on from them at a time. Because like you said before, we kind of went through ENHYPEN in like a month. We got so hype up on them, like we went through all their songs, and what I mean, we just waiting for a juicy comeback to we can kind of latch on to. But all in all, like I think they're very, very talented as far as choreo. I mean, we kind of seen this in some of the other songs that they've done too. Like we've looked at Give and Take, and it was like, yo, they got to battle somebody, or they got to do something.
Fever might be my top 5
yeah,
choreo
right.
dance practice
Right,
ever
Fever
that
got
I've
to do
seen so
something,
far.
bro. What is the joke? Yeah, no, wait, no, that's
Give and Take and
yeah,
Blessed Cursed.
Blessed Curse. You know what I mean? Like,
Drunk Days.
Tame Dance. Tame Days.
like I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
like
excuse me, Tame Days.
these, like yeah, like these guys are for real. They're serious, and I mean they're like young boys too.
Fourth gen.
This is the future of K-pop.
Future
Yeah,
Perfect.
the energy for me
Future
is just too much to like kind of like nitpick on other things for. Like the energy is just there for me. Like this hits like far and away, 99 times out of 100. I'm picking this.
It's a little hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's because I think there's much more moments given to individual within TXT. Now, granted, if that's because there's 5 members and you each kind of get to latch on to a little bit more solo parts within a 3-minute song, as opposed to having over 5 members, 6, 7 members. It gets a little kind of harder for someone to kind of have their standout moment. So stuff like that does like. At least add points to a choreography for me. Not necessarily that it takes over or anything like that, but all that to say, I think the synchronization, the high octane energy, how hard it was to perform, how hard it was to hit the marks, that ENHYPEN was hitting, is something I prefer. like if I'm looking at the grouping scale of it, and obviously, you know, choreography is kind of meant to look at the group as a whole, but I found a lot more, you know, storytelling is like my biggest thing. I found a lot more playability within the storytelling for TXT song, Good Boy Going Bad, as opposed to the future kind of perfect aspect of it. And granted, that's more so my understanding of the things that were being done to convey those things, as opposed to saying that they flat out didn't tell a story or anything like that. So, like, I guess my thing is, if I was to remove the song itself and just look at the choreography of ENHYPEN, I don't necessarily know that I could slap, like, any kind of theme or idea onto it at base level. But again, that's more so my understanding of it as opposed to any, you know, nitpick or anything on their part. Whereas I look at the TXT thing, I think that choreography is much more tied to that song. Like, I can kind of see the identity within being swayed, the elements of temptation, you know, trying to seemingly do the right thing but falling back into those pitfalls. That's, you know, the epitome of essentially the Joker laugh at the end, which is also a callback to Frost. So it had a little bit more kind of sentiment to me in those moments that might have added a little bit more seasoning onto it for it to kind of hold a place for me. But as if I'm looking at the actual elements of like being a dancer, being a performer, and going out and performing a choreography, the spin moves that ENHYPEN was hitting, the way they were timing, where they like split the formations, had one pop out, one come to the center, and then dip right off to the side as the formation was like kind of closing and everything. I think technically there was a lot of intriguing and complicated dance maneuvers that were going on there. So I'm not ultimately gonna pick one in this one, as far as, because it's like, I think it really is a matter of preference at that point. I prefer more of those moments that TXT's song had, but if my definition is wrong on choreography or anything like that, and you say like, oh no, that's a definition of, you know, a technically perfect group performing, then, you know, you give that to ENHYPEN, of course. So my preference is going to be with TXT in this, but as far as the actual performer and the technical side of everything, I think it was harder to perform Future Perfect's choreography.
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty open-ended joint for me, like a quick close joint for me. Yeah. I'm a little undecided as well. I think
I have a quick question.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to clarify.
No, you're cool.
From a story standpoint, you like TXT, but from an actual choreography standpoint, you like ENHYPEN.
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
So. No, because I was going to say if you take story out, but you already answered the question, so like take story out.
Yeah, that was the hard part for me, is where it's like if I felt like the song wasn't on and I wasn't hearing the hook or like any kind of theme behind it, it would be harder for me to identify what is being told within the choreography, as opposed to like, oh, that's high octane, high energy kind of dancing. You know what I mean? Like if I was hypothetically seeing that at a club, I wouldn't look at that as. You get what I mean?
What are these niggas doing?
Many niggas start dancing like this in the club.
Yo, it might go up.
Depending where you at.
It might go up.
Yeah, that shit is really depending on where you at. Yo.
All that to say, it's just, I mean, that's more
you
so.
Want to be in a bar down north.
More so whims.
I'm gonna be a good boy.
No, but I'm saying, like, basically, I can tell that something is being kind of told a little bit more within that. But I also did use the caveat of that's my understanding of the choreography, as opposed to any, you know, lacking parts within their storytelling or anything like that. But yeah, I think it's harder to execute ENHYPEN's choreography, I would say.
It's hard. Just look at how they moving and shit. Everything looks like it's one person almost. Like scary. Y'all sleep in the same dorm. All in one room.
I was going to go somewhere else.
Feel like they slept just in there doing this.
They got the NCT vampire dead.
Nah, y'all have anything else you want to add?
So you just open it up to fans.
Yeah, jump in the comments and let us know like how y'all felt about this. This was another one. This is kind of a unique night because it's just everybody is so technically sound tonight that to me it's really coming down to preference. It's almost coming
30.
Yeah, everything almost is just like I kind of like this because of personality. No, I like this because of synchronization. No, the storytelling was better here. No, they did this move here.
I like his shoes.
Yeah, I hope that's not a reason why. He's like, they all had black fits on. But this is really dope. But I'm very interested to hear who y'all picked and why. Like I said, from now on, just try to give a slight explanation. It could be 2 sentences. I really don't even care if it's they look cooler. Like at least.
Yeah. Nikki's my bias.
Yes, how'd you know? But jump in the comments. Let's have fun with this. A poll will be up, so we'll take a chance to look at that. And also, if
Rock
you
the
like
vote.
this parent and you want to see them fight again, jump in the comments and tell us what 2 songs you'd like to see go up against each
Why you
other.
starting trouble?
Fever versus Frost.
Oh, here you go.
You know what I mean? You never really know how things work themselves out.
Ooh,
Yeah, see what I mean? See what I did
Don't
there?
get him started.
But jump in the comments, y'all. Love y'all. We're gonna holler at
Love
y'all.
y'all. Take care.
Peace.